Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review Alien 3. So, Alien 3 stars Sigourney Weaver, and what this film is about, it's about, Ellen Ripley, while in her sleep, in the sleep thingamajig, she crash lands onto this prison filled with monks. And, she gets, taken in, and, the monks are not too accepting of her. But when, you guessed it, a xenomorph gets onto the prison, yeah, good things are not happening. So, what I think of Alien 3? Alien 3 is garbage. This movie was terrible. Just, Alien 3 was awful. Alien 3 was not a good movie. So, let's get into my positives, because I actually do have a few positives with this movie. And my positives are, I still like Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley. She still was good. I still enjoyed her as, Ellen Ripley. She still was really good, in my opinion. I really enjoyed her. So, yeah. She was really the only one I cared about in the entire movie. We'll get more into that, into the negatives. I like the close-ups, whenever they did the close-ups of the xenomorph, it kind of, did what, Alien and Aliens did, where it felt like it was just a guy in a suit. It was awesome. What do I mean by that? We'll get more into that, into the negatives, but I did like the close-ups, especially when Ellen Ripley's backed up against the corner and the alien's just coming right to her face. That was awesome. So yeah. And my last positive is the directing. The directing's actually pretty good with this movie. I do think the directing's pretty good. This is actually the directorial debut of the boy David Fincher. So this was very interesting that this is his first movie. I know a lot of people said, "Oh, this is not his movie. His name's on the project. It's his stinking movie." So yeah, but I thought David Fincher did a pretty good job directing this movie. So yeah, those were my positives with Alien 3. Let's get into the negatives, because the negatives are the rest of the acting is not that good. It's not horribly horrendous, but it just wasn't that good in my opinion. And Troll Dance, I think his name was. I could care less about his character. He was okay. And all these monks, really. Especially, this guy named Gauntlet, I believe his name was. And he is just so terribly awful. Oh my goodness. He was so over the top and so painfully terrible, in my opinion. He was just so awful. He was just so over the top. He was making dumb decisions. Yeah. But yeah, the rest of the acting was not that good. This movie is very underwhelming in my opinion. I thought this movie was so underwhelming. Every time they do an action set piece, it was just underwhelming. And I was just bored, really. We'll get more into that. The writing is just awful. The writing is just terrible with this movie. I thought the writing was just awful. I don't know who David Fincher was hiring for writers back in the day, but man, did he choose some bad ones, because the writing was just awful with this movie. Even the opening credits, usually I don't complain about stuff like that, but the opening credits were even terrible. Like, they would show a scene, in the, like the opening scene, and then a credit. Opening scene, credit. It was terrible. So yeah. And then don't even get me started on the pacing with this movie, because the pacing is horrible. The pacing is just... This movie is 2 hours and 24 minutes, and it felt like a 3-hour movie. It was so boring. Boring! This movie, oh my goodness, I almost fell asleep. Like, almost throughout this movie. It was just so boring, I could care less about what was going on in this movie. It was just so boring. And the visuals are so horrendous. Oh man, I'll say that's horrendous about this movie. The visuals. Some of the worst visuals I have ever seen in a movie. When you see the xenomorph running or climbing up walls, it looks like a PS1 graphic. It's that bad. It is that bad. Something you would see on the Sci-Fi Channel. I'm not kidding. And also this, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's something towards the end with lava, and it just looks, oh my goodness. You know, that's the thing that's horrendous about this movie, is the garbage visuals. So yeah. Guys, Alien 3 is not good. This is a terrible third installment. You know, I did not like this movie. This movie was not good, so yeah. So it's time for my official grade on Alien 3, and my official grade on Alien 3 is a D+. This is not a good movie. I did not enjoy Alien 3. You know, definitely a horrible third installment into this great franchise that had two great movies, especially the second one. But then this movie was just absolute garbage. So, yeah, but I'm giving it a D+, because I had some of those positives. So, yeah. It's getting a D+. So what do you guys think of Alien 3? Leave it in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you all tomorrow for my review for Alien Resurrection. Peace.